Okay, we're looking at Asterix the Gaul, book one, written by René Goscinny and illustrated by Albert Uderzo. This is one of those series where its charm is in its purity in creating a delightful cartoon universe. So I guess before the spoilers start, if you haven't introduced yourself to Asterix the Gaul, I highly recommend it. So now I'm going to flip through it and show you some highlights to talk about why I think it works so well. So the premise is good. We are taking inspiration from Julius Caesar's war in Gauls. I think Vercingetorix was the real name of the Gaulish leader. But then in the midst of all of this historical setting are these strange little cartoon characters: Asterix, Obelix, Vital Statistics, Gittifix, Cacophonix. So they just have goofy Gallic sounding names, but they're all some kind of pun. And the soldiers also have some goofy Latin-esque puns. The bad guy in this first chapter is Christmas Bonus. So it sort of instantly it takes you into this sort of rich historical world that's actually loosely based on some real history, but then immediately introduces some hilarious little cartoon characters. It's the unreal and the real meeting, and war is a real serious problem. But here, war is simplified to almost like a comedic problem. Like because the Gauls have magic potion, the Romans are more of an annoyance than anything. Our first few pages introduce Asterix and Obelix. Both of them have superhuman strength, and we learn the rules. Asterix has to drink the potion to gain strength. Obelix fell into the pot as a baby, so he can't drink any more potion, but he has permanent strength. I like how when they meet Gittifix, he makes a point that he wants his potion to taste really good, so he puts lobster in it. I like how the moody lighting shifts to suggest this is something important, and they're always running gags. So every time they go and bug Gittifix the Druid, he accidentally nicks himself with his golden sickle, right? Pain is funny. So we learn the important rules about how the potion works. In contrast to the Gauls, who are very familial and tight-knit and friendly, the Romans are a bunch of bullies who aren't that loyal to each other. So Christmas Bonus and his right-hand man are both plotting to take over the Roman Empire themselves. They decide to pick out a spy, and after the ancient game of musical chairs, Caligula Minus, the dumb little shrimpy Roman, is chosen to be the spy. He changes his name from Caligula Minus to Caligula Minix or something, right? They dress him up as a Gaul, and they all laugh at him. They're just such mean, childish bullies. Let's skip ahead a little bit. After infiltrating the Gauls and being shocked by how strong they all are, all Caligula Minix figures out is that they use a potion to gain strength. So I highlighted this because as soon as he shows up, he beats up all his Roman friends, and then the second the effects of the strength potion wear off, all the Romans beat him up. The Romans are a bunch of mean bullies. There are also classic things like what's his name? Tullius Octopus here is a big, strong guy, and to reward him for capturing Gittifix the Druid, he gets to go to the Circus Maximus. And like a little kid, he says, "Goody, goody, gumdrops, I'm going to the circus." So the bad guys are sort of a little kid's idea of a bad guy. This is also an important page because it establishes kind of like the main plot twist of this first book. So the Gauls have this strength potion. They're basically invincible with it, but the Druid Gittifix tells Asterix, your intelligence and cunning are all your own, and asks Asterix to stay behind and protect the village. And of course, since the Druid Gittifix has been captured, they no longer have access to strength potions. So without super strength, Asterix has to solve the problem of rescuing their Druid. Let's skip ahead. Asterix meets a kind of dopey ox cart guy and two times him into sneaking him into the Roman camp. Here, Asterix listens in on Christmas Bonus and his right-hand man talking about how they're going to take over Rome and start a triumvirate, but they don't know what a triumvirate is because each of them wants to be the triumvirate all by themselves, right? Oh boy, there are lots of great Latin puns, by the way. If you look up the Latin, sometimes it's like a joke about how the Gauls don't use Latin grammar correctly, or it's the Romans saying like a famous Latin phrase or an English phrase that's a pun on the Latin phrase. I don't know. This would be like this would be like a good homeschool material. Frankly, you're going to learn some Latin reading it. So obviously, when the Romans torture someone, they torture them by tickling them, right? Because that's how you torture someone in a G-rated cartoon universe. So Asterix first brasses it out. He acts so confident and cool that the Roman soldiers assume, well, he must have strength potion. Otherwise, why would he be so confident? And then Asterix surrenders, and as he's surrendering, the Romans are all completely terrified of him. By the way, later they kind of subvert the joke because earlier they were using tickling to torture someone. So the torturer comes in ready to do some real torture, but before he gets a chance to torture anybody, Asterix immediately starts begging for mercy, and Christmas Bonus is too stupid to notice that they haven't started torturing him yet. But I haven't started yet. He's so disappointed. He just wanted to do his job and torture the prisoners, and he didn't get his chance. So, of course, now the Asterix and Get-A-Fix, they don't have any strength, so they have to use cunning and leverage. So their only leverage is that they know how to make the potion. So they run the Romans ragged looking for all kinds of ingredients until Christmas Bonus is throwing a tantrum and crying because they're just yanking his chain all over the place. So the first time they make the potion, let me get it focused. Christmas Bonus is very suspicious. He thinks, well, maybe it's poison, or wait, what if it's the strength potion? So I can't drink it because it could be poison, but I can't let you drink it because it could be strength potion. So he uses this little Roman ox cart guy as a guinea pig to try it out. And when they see he's not harmed, they assume, oh, that must be the real strength potion, and they all drink it greedily. And coincidentally, the ox cart driver leaves, and as he leaves, we realize what the potion really does, which is to grow your hair ridiculously fast. So after absolutely tons of hair puns and hair jokes and the Romans tripping over their ridiculously long beards and hair, Asterix and Get-A-Fix have to pull another trick. So now we gave you this potion that makes your hair grow long. Now we've got to give you an antidote. But the Romans are essentially so upset and frustrated by the hair that they don't pay close attention the second time. So they get all the ingredients they need. They make a tiny little pot of strength potion for themselves and vegetable stew for the Romans. And look, they're so nice. They aren't going to make poison for the Romans. They're going to make them a nice vegetable stew that tastes good but just doesn't do anything. Again, the Romans are kind of suspicious. Christmas Bonus wants to have Asterix try the potion, meaning he's not as on top of things as he was before. He hasn't considered the possibility that maybe it's strength potion, so we've got to be careful not to give them strength potion. But because they weren't paying attention, Get-A-Fix and Asterix already have their strength potion. So once there's also a great logic gag where he says, "Wait a second, how do I know that this potion will stop my hair from growing?" Asterix drinks it and says, "Look, my hair isn't growing longer." And so they assume, "Oh, okay, then it must be an antidote to this must be an antidote to the hair potion," right? They're dumb. They're silly, dumb bad guys who make silly, dumb mistakes because they're being impatient. Then, of course, when they attack them, comedic hijinks ensue because Asterix has the strength potion now and can easily dispatch the whole lot of them. I love when Julius Caesar shows up, by the way. It's funny because Christmas Bonus has been a bully this whole time, and now his boss shows up. He looks ridiculous, and he's got this long hair that's unsuitable for a Roman. And Julius Caesar has this very intimidating height, appears in shadow, has the great long Roman nose. So he looks much more intimidating and impressive than any of them. But then he'll also have like goofy reaction shots as well, or little effeminate gestures to show what kind of like a prissy upper class twit he is. So when Asterix reveals that Christmas Bonus was planning a takeover, Julius thanks Asterix by saying, "We're going to leave your village alone, but it's only a temporary truce. I'll be back." So we're promised a showdown between Asterix and Julius Caesar in the future, and the Gauls get together for a big party to eat some wild boar. And I didn't get to talk about Obelix too much, but he's almost got like a childlike innocence to him. I think there's one great line he has where when the Roman spy is crying and telling him a sob story about how he'll never see his family again unless they give him a potion, Asterix says, "What do you think we should do?" And Obelix says, "We could eat his wild boar." he has food on the mind, and Asterix is a little bit more of a sympathetic young hero and a thinker compared to Obelix. But they're family. What a great universe. Imagine only reading Big Two crap when you could be reading Asterix the Gaul. I'll continue to collect these. I've read a few of them. I haven't read all of them, so some of these will be new to me. This one I had read. So that's it. What is your favorite Asterix the Gaul book? What are on other bande dessinée and Franco-Belgian European comics that you enjoy? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm number one Marmaduke fan. Love you guys. Catch you later.